This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
I'm Brittney Saunders.
And I'm alright, hey.
And you have made your way. What was that?
I don't know, it was a very breathy...
I'm alright, hey.
I'm alright.
Welcome to our close friends list.
Look, you're here because you don't put the juiciest goss on your main story, you keep it for your close friends.
And that's exactly what these bonus episodes are for. So let's get into it. What have you got to talk about this week, Matt?
Well, I saw something on your story the other day, which as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this will be the bonus episode because I want to talk my shit on this as well.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, you got asked at the chemist, I believe, if you wanted cash out.
So yeah, I went to the chemist to get some hay fever tablets for AJ because he gets hay fever. Have you ever had hay fever? Because I've never had it.
I don't think so.
I feel like it's one of those things you either get or you don't. Like there's no in between.
Yeah, I like hardly ever get sick. I feel like I'm not
wood.
a sick except I've had COVID 7 times, but
and
apart from that...
gallstones.
Oh, yeah, so true, so true.
Well, anyway, I went to the chemist and I was just paying like normal and I went to just tap my card. Like I didn't swipe, I didn't insert or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy working goes, would you like any cash out? And it caught me so off guard because, number one, I haven't heard that in probably over 10 years.
Yeah.
And then it also kind of triggered a part in my brain that had forgotten about that term because I swear when I used to work at Macca's in the drive-thru, that was part of the speech that we would say to every single customer.
Uh-huh.
Like I remember going, would you like any cash out today? And it just, have you had your any health fast today? Why did that just remind me of that?
Which also, it's weird that was a part of the script at McDonald's to say, would you like any cash out? I'm not sure whether that was like a scripted thing that McDonald's was telling their employees they had to say, or whether we just said it because people would be annoying and forget they needed cash out and then ask for it after they did the whole thing.
I don't remember if it was in our training, but I just specifically remember saying that every time in the drive-thru.
But my thing is, why did we do that? Because why?
Well, I think back then, getting cash out was a way more common thing, which is weird to think now because we literally use nothing. The only thing you would use cash for is to buy your drugs.
Are you talking about me personally?
I'm just referencing you saying that you wish you could do drugs. I'm just joking.
I was so confused. I was like, who's buying drugs with cash? What? You don't reckon drug dealers have a little square these days?
Surely
you can just
not.
Tap on and off.
Well, maybe they do. Maybe they've got their own version of a point of sale
They've
system.
got their own Opal card system. You're tapping on and off while using. Okay,
So
anyway.
when this guy said this to me, it fully threw me off in that moment. And I said to him, I haven't heard someone say that in a decade. And I think then that threw him off. And he's like, well, if you don't ask, you don't know. And I'm like, but why are you fucking asking me?
Yeah.
So I jumped on my story, as you saw, and I just said exactly what had happened. And straight away, I had 2 people message me within no time. One person said, no word of a lie, I watched this before I went shopping and voted for forever ago. So I did a poll and I said, when was the last time you got asked, would you like cash out? And one answer was forever ago and the other answer was recently. So 13% of people voted recently and 87% voted forever ago. This one girl said, no word of a lie, I watched this before I went shopping and voted for forever ago. And then I just went to the chemist and they asked me if I'd like cash out. So, and then another person said, oh my God, I got asked at the chemist too yesterday. What the fuck? How strange. Is this something that the chemists are doing?
I don't know, but I would love to see it happen. I would love cash to come back in a way.
Me too.
All about it. Because for the last couple of months, I actually have been using cash. This is why I was great topic for the Close Friends episode. Because when you said this, I was like, ooh, I have something to say. So at the start of the year, Sky and I decided we were going to sort our finances out because we just were not it was not giving. Last year we were just spending for the fuck of it. You know what I mean? And so we were like...
Spending for the fuck of it. I like that.
And so we were like, we're going to sort our finances out and make... Or not like have a budget. Hello. Moneybags Matthew does not need a budget. I feel like Dorit on the... For any Beverly Hills fans. Sorry, I'm not on a budget. But we wanted to sort our finances out. And one of the ways we wanted to do that, and I thought would be a good idea, is to get cash out, because it's physically, like, you're physically handing over the cash and physically getting back the change.
Mm-hmm.
And
so what, it's not
different.
like a digital footprint of where you're spending
I was
your
just
money.
a tapper. I was just tap, 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 tap. Tap, no matter what, I'm tapping my card, like, and you don't think about, like, how much money you've spent because you're tapping. And let me tell you, like, $60 being tapped on the card versus having to hand over $100 note and getting $40 back, that shit hurts. Mm-hmm. That shit hurts. I'm like, I gave away a green and got 2 reds. I'm not about this, you know what I mean? So it has, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I hate to be a boomer. I would encourage everyone to start using cash again. If you need, not a budget, it's just like more conscious spending, if that's like a good word to use. Like, it's just, instead of just like buying things and putting it on the card and thinking that the numbers just fix themselves.
Well, I think especially as well, if you get out like a chunk of money, like if just say you go and you get out $500, then you can see that $500 in your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when we're tapping, like, we're not really seeing how much is there and then how much we're spending and then how much we're left with. Whereas I think that's a good thing. Like, if you get out $500 and then you're going to buy something that's $150, you're going to look at how much money you have left and be like, oh shit, do I really need this right now? Because this is what I'm going to be left with.
Yeah.
Whereas with the card, it's kind of not there.
Yeah. So what I've been doing is, like, all my essential bills and things like that, your phone bill, petrol, rent, whatever, groceries, all that sort of stuff, that's going on my card as usual. And obviously anything that I can't spend cash on has to go on card. But like all my other things, like treats and dinners, and if I'm paying for a dinner with friends, if I am thirsty right now and want a drink as we leave the studio, like, I'll be paying with cash. Like, I've got cash in my bag. Like, it's just so random.
It's kind of fun. It's giving like Monopoly.
Yeah. And the weirdest thing was going out on the weekend and paying for drinks at the bar with cash, because the weirdest thing that you have to get over when you start like using cash again, if you're going to do this, is like people look at you weird.
Yeah, because people are not used to seeing it.
They've automatically pressed the thing on the ATM machine, on the FPOS machine for you to tap, and then I'm standing there going, sorry, I'm paying cash.
The thing is as well, like, I see it from another standpoint, being a business owner. Obviously I have retail stores and we have point of sale terminals. Every time someone taps their card, that company takes a percentage of that sale. So if you come in and you're buying a shirt off me for $50, like, obviously I'm not getting that whole $50 because you're getting taxed and whatever. But because you use your card, like, they take a little bit of that transaction. And that's when you see businesses, you know, sometimes they'll have a little sticker and it's like 1.5% surcharge on all card things. It's because the business is then handing that surcharge over to the customers, which we don't do. Mm-hmm. So as a business owner as well, I know a lot of people want to see us go into this like cashless society, but because of how much merchant fees are, like, and it racks up every year, like, I would love if my customers like tried to spend as much cash as they could, because then I'm getting charged less as a buess.
Well, I even went out for dinner and they were like, pay cash, save money. And it was like, you can get $10 off your bill if you spend $100, but you're paying cash, your bill's $90.
Well, that's like when you go and get your nails done. It's always like, if you pay for your nails with cash, they'll give you like 10% off or whatever.
So I encourage everyone, if you want to be a bit more mindful of your money and just acknowledge where you're spending your money instead of just spending aimlessly, switching to cash has changed my life. Like, being at the club on the weekend and paying for drinks in cash and I remember when I used to do this like 5-6 years ago, and you'd pay in cash and the bartenders would give you back your change on a tray, and the vibe was like, take the notes, leave the coins, and that's a tip for the bartenders. Like, they didn't even have a tray anymore, love. They just handed me the whole amount. I don't even think I saw a tip jar on the bar.
No.
That's how, like, you know,
new age we are. What, weren't you out till 5 a.m?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was.
Doing what?
Which was crazy. And you know what? I had so many messages from people being like, genuinely, how do you stay out that late if you don't do drugs? Because obviously there's been a lot of talk on the podcast lately. I don't know how we got here.
We're pushing you into this brand area that isn't very safe for you, Matt.
No, it is safe because I don't do them. I'm not on here going,
No, but
heroin. You know what I mean? Like, we're saying no to them. I think it would be bad branding if it was the other way. But anyway, people would like genuinely like, how do you say it? And I'm like, oh, that actually is so true. Like,
were you just having so much fun?
Probably does look like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just a people person. I love, as I said, I'm in my clubbing era.
I love that for you. I wish I could say the same. I fucking can't.
Well, I don't know. It's just like, as a great prophet once said, life's what you make it, so let's make it rock. You know what I mean? And I believe that life's what you make it. I go out and I'm there to have a good time, so I'm gonna have a good time. You know what I mean?
I love that.
And I was like, I don't care. I could have kept going actually, but my friend ended up starting to hook up with someone and I was third wheeling hardcore.
I feel like
and also I knew the guy that he was hooking up with from the industry, so I was like, you know what, this is all just a bit much for me. I'm heading home.
I feel like I've never experienced this side of you, like in person.
Really?
Yeah. Like I feel like I haven't seen this side of you that's like want to stay out all night and drink.
Oh my God. 2018, 2019 me, honey, like I wasn't getting home some days until 10:30 in the morning. Again, no drugs. Like, I'm just like, what's next? Where's the party going? Who are you? Do you want to, like, I'm meeting someone new.
Maybe I need to go out with you.
Oh my gosh, but I don't know whether you'd last. It's not for the faint of heart, you know what I mean? Like,
no, fair.
But honestly, because we didn't actually get to the club till 12:30.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Matt, on the weekend, AJ and I went to a charity ball in Newcastle and we called it a night. Like, I think it was finishing at 11. It was like 10 to 11. I was like, I've had enough. Like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I was trying to drink the champagne at the table and I'm like, I fucking can't do this. And so we got an Uber home, and as we were in the Uber, we went past King Street, which is the nightclub in Newcastle, and the line was wrapped around the fucking building. And I just remember looking at it and saying to AJ, I can't do that anymore. Can you?
Well, granted, yes.
I can't picture myself doing that ever again.
Granted, with Puffdorf, it was a bit different because it's a bit safe. It's Puffdorf I used to perform at, and when I was a performer, I got this like key ring that basically gets me straight to the front of the line and also free entry.
Yeah, that's good.
So I don't have to worry, because if there's a line, I'm not waiting. Like, I'm not standing in line. Like, there's no way. Like, I'm straight in there. The party started. Let's go. The music was good. Like, I saw old friends there. I made new friends there.
You were having a great time.
Yeah, and you know what? I just let my hair down a little bit. I only even had like 3 drinks. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
You're just raw dogging it.
Well, honestly, and I could have kept going. That's the thing. I could have kept going. I came home and went, well, should I put some music on?
Stop.
It's 5 a.m, but should I put some music on?
Oh my God, I wish I could be like that.
Oh, it's fun. I'll take you out one night and we'll do a big gay night.
All right. I'm keen. Like, if you're keen, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll do a podcast from the club.
You reckon? We'll do a little voice note for everyone.
Yes, we should.
Nice. Well, there's actually a Taylor Swift night coming up soon.
Might have to do that.
You know. And I've got my LimeWire party that I'm DJing, by the way. So I won't be able to party with you that night, although I will be partying with everyone who comes. And so many people have been like, oh my God, this is so exciting. So I'm like thrilled about that.
Are you going to download the songs that have those like snippets in it?
Yeah, like it's going to be camp.
Full LimeWire?
Yeah,
like, are you going to get that president?
I
you know
did
how
not
sometimes
have yes.
Yeah, are you going to get that?
Yes.
And
And
what is it?
honestly,
Music on demand.
I was honestly a bit nervous about the whole thing being in like the current climate of like, are people even going out and things like that? Because like I wasn't going out, and it's like reading books. I was like, I'm not reading books, so no one must be reading books. Very naive of me. But I was like, are people still going out? And like people are really excited about it. I'd not DJing since 2021, I'm pretty sure. Maybe, 2021, I think I stopped DJing. I was like, am I going to be like this old has-been out of retirement DJ that's just like, it's going to be embarrassing? But the
how do you
reception
even
has
know
been
how to DJ,
cool.
by the way?
I went and did a competition.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And
What did they teach you there?
Yeah, the competition was called Your Shot. It's really
Yeah.
cool. They like teach you how to DJ and then you all perform at like this mini music festival that called
I remember
the Your
that.
Shot.
I remember when you did that.
Yeah, and then you get judged and like there's a winner and I was runner up.
If you don't win, you lose.
But you know what? Shannon Knoll didn't win and look at him.
Exactly right.
So maybe sometimes losing is the new winning. How about that?
That's your word of wisdom.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's wrap this up. It's Friday, so we'll let you go.
Are you going to go out partying this weekend till 5 a.m?
I feel like I need a rest. I had Mardi Gras, then I had last weekend. This weekend, potentially, I just need a rest. But I'll be out with you soon, I promise. We'll have to plan something fabulous.
We need to.
Anyway, takeaways from today. Get your cash out. Don't do drugs. And...
Whatever happens in the chemist stays in the chemist.